Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a knife here from Geo Knives. The last time we checked out a Geo knife, it was this thing, which is absolutely amazing, the Ethereal Cutter. And I mean, M390 steel with milled titanium handles for around 150-ish or so. Price-wise, what an absolutely steal of a deal. And the action was really good. Even got a Damascus pivot color and whatnot on both sides, titanium pocket handle, titanium pocket clip, which is reversible with a filler tab and everything. This awesome milling, which just looks so good. It's kind of like a golf ball sort of pattern going on it. So action is really nice. And of course, we're checking out a brand new model here today. It is the Geo 2503A. I'm not sure if it has another name to it. Obviously, I'll definitely put that on the screen here shortly. M390 titanium. It is a gray color. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get in here. Of course, this knife and every other knife you see in this video will be linked in the description and pinned comments. So let's go ahead and see what this one here is all about, shall we? Now, hopefully you guys are as excited as I am, because I can't wait. They've been coming out with some banger models here recently. Oh man. Looks like this one absolutely won't disappoint, just based off of what we can see so far. We got a wiping cloth, paperwork, cushiony little box there, right? It's pretty much everything else there, but here is the knife, and ladies and gentlemen, it is sealed. So let's go ahead and open here. There we go, just like that. And here we got this new model. And what are we working with, ladies and gentlemen? Holy smokes. All right, let's see. First thing that I see is the very interesting, of course, bead blasted titanium or natural finish titanium. But check out the diamond pattern right here on this section right there. That's actually looking very nice. It even contours around or goes around the hardware, right? Kind of makes it look really good. Contours around the actual filler tab, so we know we have a deep pocket carry clip. Well, about that much actually, so it'll give you something to pinch and pull out of the pocket there. But guess what? It is reversible for lefties out there, and they give us a crossbar lock. So just like the Ethereal Cutter, we have a crossbar lock on this one, so that means we're probably going to get good action there. And they don't do their crossbar locks with ball bearings. They do phosphor bronze washers, right? At least that's what it looks like there, and that was the case with the Ethereal Cutter. So action is pretty good, as you can imagine. You know, kind of picture the washers experience on like a Manix 2, or say a Spyderco knife like a PM2 or such, right? Once they break in, right, it feels so good to use them and deploy them, etc., fidget with them. So without further ado, we got thumb studs on this one. So here we go. Bam. Oh man. Holy macaroni, guys. Look at this blade. Oh man. We got a bead blasted, I want to say maybe stone wash. Probably stone wash finish on this one. It's M390. Look how small they printed the M390 on there. Love to see that. It is going to be, again, a tanto blade with a dual ground. So flat here and flat there in the front. Love to see it. No billboarding also in the front of the blade on the show side or pivot. I think the only billboarding you get is right here, Geo knife on the pocket clip. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it, right, on the billboarding department. And we'll talk about a savage blade. Hey guys, really quick, I just posted a video for the 35K subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away 15 different knives, so I'll have a link to that video in the description and pinned comments. Thank you all so much for this amazing growth. 35,000 subscribers is an amazing number. Hopefully we can get to 50K by the end of the year. Check out the video, get entered to win, and best of luck to everybody. Man, oh man, guys. Now, I typically don't own or carry that many 10-toe knives. I'm more of a Warney, sheep's foot kind of guy all day, right? Clip point, drop point blades here and there, of course. But yeah, this tanto just speaks to me for some reason, right? The dual ground especially, that's absolutely something, right? And of course, let's check out the action here, right? Always takes a little bit of getting used to, right? How much flick of the wrist it takes to open and close. There we go. It's just, you know, very new. So if I thumb deploy there, works really good. Reverse flick, can do that all day. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely some good sauce. There we go. Just gotta flick the wrist enough, because obviously, again, you don't have ball bearings, so you have washers here. So it's a little bit more of a flick of the wrist, right? Heavy knife, at least for certain deployment options, or at least for the return. So all three are fire, guys. Thumb deployment feels good. That reverse flick feels good. Crossbar lock deployment feels nice as well. And yeah, good tension there on the Omega springs. They even give you additional slots. I don't know if you guys can see it here, We'll try to get at it the best we can. There we go. You can see the 3 dots right there, and then the 3 dots on the other side. So you could adjust the tension on the Omega spring if you wanted to. They also did the same thing on the Ethereal Cutter, as you can see there. So in a way, you know, kind of picture very similar to Kaiser's clutch lock is the one I can think of here right off the bat. All right, you got that signature kind of curvature here for the index finger. All other fingers obviously are going to follow suit. So in the ergos department, right, this is your hammer grip right here. More so. You can forward choke a tad bit here if you wanted to. Right, that could absolutely work as well, no doubt. And then, but yeah, even, you know, with average size hands, still plenty of handle here. If you have bigger bare paws, you can forward choke a bit. Still should be a good amount of handle there, regardless of your situation there. But take a look at this as well here. We got jimping on the blade. Also got some jimping there on the handle. These are cartridge liners, so they only come about to right here where this screw is. It's actually milled through and through on both sides. I'm gonna get you a closer look. So this whole back portion is milled, and then you only have the cartridge right for the crossbar lock hitting about right there. So it's also a great way to reduce weight. And of course, you still got titanium for the rest of the handle, so that's still going to be plenty sturdy and strong enough for obviously daily use. There we go. Yeah, absolutely got it dialed in now. Just takes a good flick of the wrist here to open if you're going to use the crossbar lock. But even without a detent, a reverse flick and thumb deployment both feel really, really nice. So it's got some good action going for it, no doubt about it. Let me give you some quick measurements here. Here we go. Overall length coming in at, I want to say, get the tip right there, just a hair over 7.5, maybe like 7.55, 7.6. We got 3 1/4 on the blade and a 3-inch cutting path with a handle length here of a little bit over 4 1/4, closer to 4.3, 4.35 or so. Now while we're here, a quick blade stock thickness on this bad boy, 0.12, which is about the average in the channel. Pretty average, good thickness for EDC knives that I see here, back to back. And the thickness on the handle is 0.46. It's pretty close to the average of 0.5 or half an inch here in the channel, so it's actually really good there. By the way, we also have a sandwich construction here with 2 standoffs and even have a little pin back there for my lanyard people, so check that out. That's your lanyard solution. That looks a lot better than having a big old hole right here on the show side, so I'll take that all day. And as far as weight goes, let's see, right? Titanium here, pretty well milled out for weight reduction, very minimal steel here on the cartridge liner, and blade, of course, M390. You know, I'm gonna go with a good 3.5 to 4 ounces. 3.5 to 4 ounces, yes. Feel comfortable there. Very close, right? Very close to 3.5. So 3.4 ounces or 97 grams for my friends across the pond. So great weight for EDC all day, every day. Not too heavy, not feather light or anything. Just really good spot right there for a good, I want to say, you know, medium to large EDC. So absolutely has that going for it. Good weight. Right, obviously good feel, good action, good fit and finish all throughout. But let's do some quick size comparisons here. Rapid fire. Of course, we got the Ethereal Cutter, right? The brother right here as well. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter knife, the Ethereal Cutter there. And the one thing I noticed with the Ethereal Cutter, this one screw right here left the chat at some point. I was carrying this thing back to back. This thing was in the pocket and has been in the pocket like really good stretches of time. Here and there, and for some reason at some point I lost that screw and I don't even know how, and I couldn't find it. But it's about the only thing. Everything else about this knife has been absolutely amazing. Even has some really nice acoustics to it. I want to say it's arguably a little bit louder than this guy, and we do have you know, pretty much the same sort of recipe, thumb studs, crossbar lock knife. So also another banger there for another amazing price. You do get more cutting path with this model. I also recently unboxed and did an overview here on the Vosteed Parallel. This is one of their newest variants with titanium here with the crackle pattern going on there. But yeah, very good overall, like length here. Obviously, it's a little bit longer than both of these. Now, of course, the usuals in the channel. Here we got the MSI from Microtech. We got the Stitch. Those are going to be a little bit longer knives, no doubt. Both rocking Lex custom scales. Check them out, link below. And I also have install videos if you guys want to see the whole transformation, right, of what the knife used to look like before compared to obviously what it looks like now. Absolutely can't recommend these titanium aftermarket scales enough. Speaking of titanium aftermarket scales, I'm looking for some good titanium milled aftermarket scale recommendations for the PM2 and the Para 3. So if you have one, definitely recommend them in the comments. Let me know what is your go-to aftermarket scale company for Spyderco knives. You all let me know, but very comparable to the Para 3. Obviously a little bit shorter than the PM2. And last but not least, there's the Demko AD 20.5. Here is the Kunwu Chad. So the Chad is a little bit longer, right? AD 20.5 is a little bit shorter. So that more or less gives you a ballpark right there where this one lands. But you guys be the judge there. Of course, all these knives are linked down below in the description and pinned comment. And I do have content on all these knives here in the channel if you guys want to learn more. Just put the knife name Miguel EDC on the YouTube search box and you'll find those videos right away. I got some paper and some cardboard here. We're about to get scientific with it here. And oh yeah, definitely passes that very scientific nail test there with flying colors. 5x zoom, and again M390. Future me put that HRC on the screen. Absolutely creating swirls for days, no doubt about that. And then of course some full slices. There we go. All right, even doing some curvature here, some squiggly lines as we go. Definitely do that. Bam, boom, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. Breaking news, guys, you can cut paper. Who would have thunk? Now, got a piece of cardboard here cutting diagonally for better performance. It's going to look something like this. And is that saliva on the blade? Holy crap. All right, Miguel, let's try not to spit at the knife. That'll be great. All right, I sunk the corner on that one, so I'm going to forward choke a little bit more so that my index finger can somewhat control the distance there. But other than that, look at this. I mean, as easy as that. I mean, in case somebody was wondering too, right? Obviously, this portion is sharp as well. Here we go. Look at that. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Quick scientific cutting test, right? You guys let me know on this one. Rate it on a scale from 1 through 10, 10 being the sharpest. All right, you guys let me know. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the new model here from Geo Knife. This model right here is called the Blaze. All right, just took a second to look that up here, kind of pause the video. But yeah, what an interesting knife model here from Geo Knives. They also have another banging model called the Frost. So hopefully I can get a chance to review that one here in the channel sometime in the near future, guys. But again, this knife and every other knife you saw in this video will be linked down below. One thing I'll tell you for sure now, you know, I said the same thing during the Ethereal Cutter video, and that is the value on these is through the roof, right? If you try to get this same value proposition from other brands, you're looking at maybe $50 to $100 more. M390 and very nice quality milled titanium handles for, again, a very affordable price, right? That's what these are good for. So definitely check them out if they speak to you, right? It's an absolutely no-brainer pick up, and I can't recommend them enough, guys. I want to hear from you all. What is your feedback on these? What do you like about them? What do you love about them? Is there anything you dislike about them? Let me know, and let's hang out in the comment section down below. Check out the Ethereal Cutter video to the left, or check out this video YouTube recommends to the right. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.